Jamaica. There's the lineup. British Virgin Islands, St. Lucia, Grenada, Antigua and Barbuda, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Barbados and Bermuda.
This is an absolutely titanic battle. There was a fair amount of feeling after that final last year when Trinidad and Tobago won. There was some words exchanged, as you would expect, between athletes. So I know there's going to be a lot of emotion after this race.
A lot was said following that final last year. Of course, Trinidad and Tobago followed up as well with a win over the Jamaicans at the World Relays. Ultimately, the Jamaicans had the final say because they won the World Under-20 title. So that was a majestic performance, with DeAndre Daly producing one of the most stellar ankle leg performances I've ever seen, reminiscent of his ankle leg performance at the Carifta Games in the Bahamas in 2023. No DeAndre Daly on this Jamaica team, but they are still full of quality and speed, including the 100 champion Jamal Stephens, who will be on lead-off. Final of the under-20 boys 4x100.
And while all the attention is on Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica, there's still a lot of quality teams in here that could possibly pull an upset.
For sure. Grenada, they will go in lane number 3. Well, let's start in lane number 8 with Bermuda. Noah Robinson, Kaya Richardson, Ephraim III and Miles Outerbridge. Barbados in 7 with Mackay King, Jaden Green, Kevian Newton and Tian Haynes, the 100 bronze medalist on anchor. The Jamaicans, the favourites, the 100 champion Jamal Stephens will lead them off. Shaquane Gordon, last year's sprint hurdles champion. Antonio Powell, who is in the 200 final, and Antonio Powell, and Tyrese Foreman on anchor. Then Trinidad and Tobago with Trevon Stewart, Kadeem Chinapo, Akeem Chinapo and the 100 silver medalist Dylan Woodruff. Antigua and Barbuda with Kevin Campbell, Conroy Wilson, Judah Ash and Daniel Skeppel, who is in the 200 missed out on the 200 finals. Keppel. Lane number 3 Grenada, Ian George, Emilio Blanco, Ethan Sam, their 100 bronze medalist on 3rd, with Mark Stanislaus taking them home. St. Lucia will go in lane number 2 with Ryan Simeon, Josiah Dupree, Jaquan Alexander and Laverne Baptiste. They look ready for the battle. And closing out the field, the British Virgin Islands in lane number 1 with Mario Carter, Jaden Jackson, Shamal Donovan and Latrell Williams. BVI in lane number 1. Final race of a long day of track and field at the Hazley Crawford Stadium in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago.
Tell you what, now that we've gotten to this race and the excitement is at its peak, I really don't feel the long day anymore.
I must admit.
Wagwan, my favorite people, thank you for your unwavering support. And if it is your first time here with me, ensure you hit the subscribe button, comment, like and share. So in today's video, we're going to venture into sports, the Carifta Games, boys under 20, 4x100 meter relay. So we are going to see for ourselves how the Jamaicans aced it. Ensure to stay tuned till the end of the video.
5. Hush around the stadium. Up they go. Jamaica up quickly with Jamal Stephenson, the 100 champion, as expected. Flying by Mackay King of Barbados. Down the back straight away they go. It's Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. Kadeem Chinapo trying to stay close to Shaquane Gordon. Antonio Powell has the baton for Jamaica. And Akeem Chinapo is trying to stay close for Trinidad and Tobago. Barbados running brilliantly. Ethan Sam bringing Grenada back into a middle position. But it's Jamaica with Tyrese Foreman. Woodruff is coming forward. Woodruff finishing like a train, but Foreman holds on. 39:28 is the flash time. The record survives, but the Jamaicans have the gold medal. They have waited 1 year and they have delivered emphatically. dramatically.
3 gold medals in the relays for Jamaica. A great race, and certainly it was a wonderful finish, and Jamaica reigning supreme here in 2025. Trinidad and Tobago have lost the title, but they put in another good performance to finish with the silver medal.
39.75 for Trinidad and Tobago, and Dylan Woodruff had every single Jamaican scared on that anchor leg because he was absolutely flying, and there were moments where it seemed as if he may unbelievably overhaul the lead. Barbados have gotten the bronze medal. Terrific performance, and for the first time today there is a smile on the face of Tion Haynes. What a performance from the Barbadians. They ran brilliantly. Trinidad and Tobago gave it all they had, but the quality on that Jamaican team, just too much in the final analysis.
And it all started with that wonderful first leg by the 100-meter champion. He really set Jamaica on their way, and Trinidad and Tobago was not able to eat into that lead after that. Well, it's all happened here. Now we're seeing the boys for the 100-meter dash. Jen Jackson of the British Virgin Islands and Antonio Powell of Jamaica already out. Ethan Sam of Grenada. And now we're going to see Elan Bizantin of the Guadeloupe making his way out. Lane number 5 from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Jamar Saunders coming in with 10.53 into this final. Jamal Stevenson, who came in as a replacement but has found his way into the finals, one of the fastest times. And the home favorite, Dylan Woodruff, gets the applause of all as he makes his way out. Is the last man out. He is in lane number 8.
Penultimate event on the opening day of the Carifta Games in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. Donald Oliver, let's head to him.
Mike is firmly in the hand of Ricardo at this time. But tell you what, earlier today, because of the fact that Jamaica hadn't won a gold medal in the earlier session, there was that feeling that maybe they were underachieving on the day, but certainly in the latter part of the opening day of these Carifta Games, Jamaica have really come to the fore.
Well, it's the Carifta Games. It's not Jamaica's games. Final of the under 20 boys 100 meters coming up, and what a final this is. This is as open a 100 under 20 final as I've seen in a while. Yes, we've had some high quality finals in the last few years, but I can't even begin to hazard a guess as to who will win this one. On the inside, Jaden Jackson of the British Virgin Islands, 10.65 in qualifying. Antonio Powell of Jamaica, 10.59 in qualifying. Ethan Sam won his semi-final at 10.70. Looked very, very cool, the double sprint medalist at the under 17 level 2 years ago. This man, I thought, looked the best of them all. Lan Bizasine of Guadeloupe, 10.43 in qualifying. Jamar Saunders of St. Vincent and the Grenadines won his semi-final, as did Jamal Stevenson of Jamaica. Stevenson looked very, very easy. Dylan Woodruff qualified as a non-automatic entry into this championship race, but I wouldn't bet against him getting a medal or even winning it. Aiden Kelly of the Bahamas closes out the field in lane number 8.
Just a moment of prayer for Dylan Woodruff as he readies himself to compete here. He's won a couple of titles in the 100 meters over the last couple of seasons and has really given himself a huge name in Trinidad and Tobago. Many see him as one of the greats of the future.
It's all about having the ability to hold your nerve. I think this race has that look about it. Last year I expected it to be competitive with a number of standouts, 3 or 4 of them maybe. And Devontae Howell, the Caymanian, absolutely blew the field away, and I thought should have gotten Johan Blake's record had he not eased up with about 10 meters to go. So was the comfort level. Ran 10.15 to defend his title. This year we'll have a new champion, but it's so difficult to even begin to figure out who that champion will be. And I'm just realizing, by the way, that Jamar Saunders of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is not there. So we are down to 7. So we're getting word that Jamar Saunders of St. Vincent and the Grenadines actually cut his finger, and they are giving him a minute or so to get it sorted out before the race. Yeah. Boy, we've seen it.
I think it was in adjusting the blocks, more likely that's where he would have cut himself, because I do remember seeing him doing a practice run, and then all of a sudden he disappeared. So in one of the races earlier, and that was because the record, the Carifta record in the pole vault, was broken. It has been broken twice actually, so 2 have gone over it, and that was the reason for that hold-up.
Relatively new event, the pole vault at the Carifta Games on the girls' side, only in its 3rd year. Tension rising for the final of the under-20 boys. One part of the spectacle. It is part of what makes competition what it is. You can make all the predictions in the world, but at the end of the day, it's all about what happens on the day.
I know you've done a lot of cricket, and cricket is usually called the game of glorious uncertainties. I tell you what, today has taken that title over.
It certainly has. There is Saunders now, apologies, making his way to the start area. Won his semi-final. Produced a silencing act at the end of it. On the 20 boys 100 final, Johan Blake of Jamaica has the games record, 10.11 in 2007. Saunders gets an opportunity to do a block start. This is it. The under 20 boys 100 final. Jackson, Powell, Sam, Bizzacine, Saunders, Stevenson, Woodruff and Kelly. Off they go. Jamal Stevenson of Jamaica got away brilliantly. Ethan Sam is running well. Bizzacine, Woodruff is coming forward. Stevenson has the beat. Redemption for Jamal Stevenson. The little boy from Waterhouse. No need for an apology tonight. He's the Carifta Games champion.
What a run and what a story for Stevenson. Wasn't part of the original plan for the 100 meter. He is the plan now. He's not moving the needle. He is.
Welcome back once more, and I hope you followed till the end. You've seen for yourself how the boys were racing and how they did the relay. Indeed, it was a spectacular relay, and indeed I have to say that they did a good job. The Carifta Games boys under 20, of course, they are young. They are young sprinters who are emerging, and they have come up to showcase their talent. So for by 100 meter relay that they were displaying their skills, they are well motivated, and we can see in the relay that they were well coordinated. They had teamwork. Let's talk about relay. When we are having a relay game, there should be teamwork, because it is made for 4 people. They have to work together to come up with the very good results. So when it comes to teamwork, you have to trust each other. You have to have some sort of telepathy talk, since you can't have that much time to talk to each other. So you have to communicate, but within a very short time and without using much words. So when we watched the Karifta games, boys under 20, the 4 by 100 meter relay, we saw that there was much coordination between amongst the teams. So we had when the match started, we could see that the audience were much concentrated on the Jamaican team and the Trinidad and Tobago team. Indeed, there was much tension, since the Trinidad were the owners. The Trinidad and Tobago were the owners of the initial championship, and they won the medal, the gold medal. So we could see that there was tension between the two teams, but at the end we could see the team that won. So in the relay, we could see that in lane 6 and 7 there was much tension, and people were quite concerned, and they were trying to analyze which team was going to be in the first team to win the gold medal in that relay. So in the Jamaican team, we had Jamal Stephenson, who had a very explosive start, and he had gained the momentum, which I can say that benefited the team. So in the first place, at the start we had Jamal Stephenson, who is a Jamaican, and he was the original starter, and then we followed by Shaquen Gordon, and then Antonio Powell, and the finisher was Tyrese Foreman. He indeed gained the momentum, and the exchange of the baton was let me say, it was terrific. It was a good teamwork, and there was a lot of coordination between the two, amongst the four content, and there was indeed a smooth baton exchange. Let me say something about relay. Relay also entails trust, because we can see that Tyrese Foreman, before he received the baton, we could see that he was ahead, and he was running, gaining the momentum, and trusting that Antonio Powell would give him the baton. The exchange was a bit unwavering, and it was a smooth exchange. So kudos to the Jamaican team, and the second place was taken by the Trinidad and Tobago, who won the silver medal. The team members were Trovan Stewart, Kadim Chinapo, Hakim Chinapo, and finally Dylan Woodruff, who was the last person to relay, and he finished the race in a very good momentum. He was just a step away from the first Jamaican who won. That is Tyrese Foreman, and in the third position was taken by Bahamas, who won the bronze medal. We had Mackay King, who was the first starter, then Jaden Grion, then Kevion Newton, and Tion Haynes. They were the third people, and kudos to all the participants, and we say that they did a very good job. They had a very good teamwork, and kudos to all those participated in the under 20. Indeed, we can see in the video that the Jamaicans are not giving up on the title to be known as the original owners of the best sprinters in the world, and this could be seen by Usain Bolt, who was very good in sprinting. He was the best since since I was young. Indeed, when I'm in my 20s, and from my childhood, I could tell that Usain Bolt was the best from the best sprinter from Jamaica. So to all the sprinters in the world, you have something to see and judge from the sprinters of Carifta Games boys under 20. You could see there was a very good teamwork, there was a lot of coordination, there was a good arm strength to maintain the rhythm and balance. Indeed, when you don't balance, you can topple and fall down and end up losing. And there was indeed a good teamwork. There was a lot of trust and coordination amongst the teams and within the teams. So I'm coming to the end of this video. Ensure you comment, like and share, and thank you for subscribing. See you in the next video. Thank you for your unwavering support. Continue with the same spirit. Bye.